This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
The 6th annual Shop with a Cop in Moses Lake was the biggest yet, giving children and families in need a Christmas they will never forget. Wenatchee police are asking for the public's help to identify a package theft suspect.
Moses Lake boys swimming team continues to look unstoppable through 3 meets.
The NCW Basketball Showcase kicked off Wednesday night with the Chelan Goats and the Kashmir Bulldogs boys and girls team.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
The 6th annual Shop with a Cop in Moses Lake was the biggest yet, giving children and families in need a Christmas they will never forget. More than 30 kids and their families gathered at the Moses Lake Walmart Wednesday for a night of shopping with Moses Lake police officers and Grant County Sheriff's deputies. The 2 agencies were also joined by the Moses Lake Fire Department, Sheriff's Office explorers, and criminal justice students from the Columbia Basin Tech Center. Chief Deputy Derek Gregg, who has been instrumental in planning the event every year, said many of the families chosen this year have a member going through cancer. That gesture also hit home for Walmart store manager Galen Mathis, whose 4-year-old daughter Abby is currently battling leukemia. Abby was all smiles Wednesday night as she joined in on the festivities. After grabbing a bite to eat thanks to a donation of 50 pizzas from the Moses Lake Papa John's, the group headed out with gift cards in hand thanks to generous donations from the community totaling more than $16,000. After shopping, the groups made their way to the wrapping station and one last picture with their law enforcement partner before heading home with hundreds of dollars worth of presents to go under the Christmas tree. The night of giving continued as officers and deputies stopped a few unsuspecting shoppers to pick up the tab and allow the shoppers to stock up on needed items or Christmas presents. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Maytag and the family Pooch have a lot in common. Both are loyal, both aim to please, and both are tenacious dish cleaners. But only one can sanitize. Maytag, what's inside matters.
Maytag Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
Wenatchee police are seeking the public's help to identify a suspect who was caught on surveillance video stealing a package from a front porch. Video released Wednesday shows an unknown suspect pull up to a home in the 400 block of Dogwood Lane, driving a white SUV about 7 p.m. on December 8th. The suspect was able to keep his face hidden from the cameras as he approached the front porch and grabbed the package. Video shows the suspect running back to the SUV and taking off. Wenatchee police ask anyone who may have information about the SUV or the suspect to call Officer Ron Wilson at 509-888-4244. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Are your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
Moses Lake boys swimming team continues to look unstoppable through 3 meets. The Moses Lake Chiefs had their most difficult opponent of the season so far, West Valley, who have several talented swimmers and will likely take 3rd in the Big 9. The end results were the same for Moses Lake, that beat West Valley by an incredible 135-41. Moses Lake swept the meet with first place finishes. Once again, Zach Washburn stole the show, qualifying for state in the final 4 individual events he had yet to, making him a swimming Ironman. Washburn is the 2nd ever Moses Lake swimmer to qualify in all 8 events within 3 meets. Last swimmer to do so was Nick Jarman in 1998. Washburn is also the only freshman to ever accomplish that feat.
I've just always wanted to do it. It's been one of my goals for a really long time, and I'm just happy that I accomplished that.
Moses Lake advances to 3-0 with a win margin average of 91 points. The Chiefs currently lead the state in all 3 relays. I'm Adam Chakosky for iFIBER 1 Sports.
The NCW Basketball Showcase kicked off Wednesday night with the Chelan Goats and the Kashmir Bulldogs boys and girls team. The girls' game quickly became predictable as the first quarter ended in favor of the Bulldogs 21-3. In the second quarter, the Goats put up over half of their game points, but the Bulldogs came back to the court after halftime and refused to play the score. The Bulldogs blew out the Goats in the first matchup 66-24. The Kashmir boys, however, were not so lucky. The Bulldogs started off strong with a 9-point deficit by the end of the first quarter, but they wouldn't keep it up for long. The Goats would go on to shut them out in the second quarter. Regulation time ended 61-61, but Chelan would score 15 points in overtime, putting Kashmir 1 behind to end the game. The NCW Showcase at the Town Toyota Center will be hosting games all day Thursday and Friday, and will end in a matchup between Eastmont and Wenatchee Friday night. I'm Madison Meyer with iFIBER 1 Sports.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.